What is up, everybody? This is Kermit the Frog, and for the fifth time, I am recording this video. Yay, 5 times. Now, this is the part where I start getting a little angry. Okay? So, obviously, again, for the fifth time, I'm saying this. I'm saying this for the fifth time, guys. Newsletter, Legends information, maintenance, all that tomorrow and tonight, respectively. Also, I just wanted to thank the Legends team for all the Chrono Crystals and the missions. From, this down, don't acknowledge that. From everything, from this Zenkai up, thank you for the crystals. I definitely needed all, 110 of them because, yeah. Mission plan, thank you for running out, a week early. And then this obviously is not really possible in one day. And then obviously this is the daily stamp rally. This is probably the best thing ever in the game, but anyway, this was supposed to be complete satire, but now I'm just upset because I'm having recording issues, which is always fun. We all know that. Okay, so maybe I can do this. All right, get ready for Joints and Talk with Kermit. So I recently have just been telling people the experience of what's going on. If you made it this far into the video, I need you to listen, okay? I need you to listen. All right, because I know Dragon Ball can be an extremely toxic community, and it is. It is a very extremely toxic community. For the simple fact that people just for one, they can't read and they don't care about other people's experiences and they only care about theirs. All right, if they experience something different from you, then they are going to basically try to make sure that your experiences are null and void. All right, it doesn't matter if let's do a better example. So let's say that I spend a month and a half saving, and they drop this Vegeta, okay, and I spend my crystals on this Vegeta. I get shafted. All right, so here's a dilemma for you guys. Please answer this down, timestamp it, and answer this down in the comment section below. What do you do in this situation when you get shafted after saving? All right, do you use the crystals in the events, the raids, the missions? Do you use that CC as soon as you get it to keep summoning, or do you stop summoning altogether and then just wait for the next big release? All right, because I guarantee if you invest 15, 20, 30,000 crystals into one character, then you are most definitely going to keep summoning for that character. That's I guarantee you will. I feel like that's the only logical, sane conclusion to do. Oh my gosh. So much wrong. Don't you just hate when your joint doesn't want to listen to you? Much better. But, yeah, I would like for you guys to answer that down into the comment section below. What do you do in that situation? You get shafted. Do you use the crystals in the missions and raids to keep summoning and pull that character, or do you wait and stop? Because that is what's happened to me. And it's you tell that to someone and they will completely null and void it and say, well, I saved this much and I pulled them, so it doesn't matter what happened to you. Well, that's not the problem. Is that the issue The issue is that someone went pretty deep into the banner, and then they they use the CC that's given to them to continue going into that banner, only to get shafted at the end. All right, I'm going to assume that there will never be a point in time that Legends will make it to where you will be able to achieve the 60,000 crystals to summon on this guy until you get the guaranteed 2000 Z power, because that's guaranteed after 60 summons, which means you need 60,000 crystals to do that. They're never going to give us that many at one time, but say you save up 50, okay, and you still don't pull him. Do you use 10,000 crystals from what you call it to get that one copy? Like, brother, you just went 70K. You just about went 70K deep into this banner. And trust me, I've seen some wildness. All right, people save up a bunch of crystals, free to play, because it's way harder free to play because they cap the chrono crystal thing. And like that's another thing that I just don't get. You know, people don't make a big fuss about it, but I feel like they should. Why is the cap at 20,000 crystals? Why can you not? Why can you not go into the events and grab the CC out of there? That is gatekeeping. That is actual gatekeeping. They put a limit on how much you're allowed to get and summon or have at one time. You have to force the crystals into your hand. And you can only force them into your hand with Tournament of Power, regular PvP. I'm pretty sure you could do it through Legends ranking. And you can do it through, obviously, the Stamp Rally, the Mission Plan, and these missions here. Story. That's not the story anymore, but you guys get what I'm saying. You can force crystals into your hands, but you are missing out on... So, you know how they do raids. They like to do a lot of raids back to back to back to back. And there's lots of crystals tied to those raids because you get them just for doing them. There's raid, there's the raid reward. There's all types of crystals to get. You guys know exactly what I mean. And some of that stuff is gate kept, and that's not cool. And that plays into the shaft. I had literally argued with someone yesterday because they said because you got shafted doesn't mean the rates are bad. That's exactly what the rates mean. You want to know why I'm saying that? Because look at it. He has a higher rate to pull. And I've said this so many times. And the more I say it, the angrier I get. This guy has a higher rate to pull than any of the LFs and any of the 1%s. You get the picture? You get the picture? Now, obviously, that changes, but you guys get the picture. With these rates, he should be the only guy you're pulling. I don't know, guys. Hopefully the recording issue has stopped when I close this video. Hopefully it doesn't just start in the middle of it, because that's what's happened. Anyway, recording troubles, shafting issues, and, a fuckload of other things. It has not been real fun playing Legends unless you have these really high-powered good characters. So there's that. Anyway, I'm going to end it here. Hopefully this video hasn't scuffed up. I will see you all in the next one.